Are they girded?
I have no idea.
Where are your loin?
Oh, shit. It always gets me by surprise. Everybody, it's time for New Sports. Victor Allen's New Sports. A unique perspective on sports, ladies and gentlemen. Unique. Manly. It's brought to you by the man that the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the bald-headed black man. Got both hands in his pockets and he's not counting change. Here's Vic!
I don't know. Dude, I don't know what that's all about. All I can tell you is that, maybe I throw my hands in the air and wave them like I just don't care, but, dude, I don't even know what that was about.
It always works.
It always works. Okay. All right, I got to speed through this because, like I said, it's an extended day, and most people go like this. You need to take a stand on the subjects you bring up. So I'm going to take a stand on this. I'll tell you now, it's going to be an NBA. 3 topics real quick, real fast. Heat's big one checks in. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
I knew you was going to go there. Leave it alone.
LeBron is going to impress.
Heat's big one checks in.
I'll let Miko be the judge of that.
Oh, don't me in it. Oh,
you probably judge more than I have. I'm just used to Mr. Mushroom.
Oh, that is wrong.
I was trying to see Mr. Mushroom.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
The mushroom keep running.
You got to look close.
Mushroom keep running.
You got to really look close.
Keep running.
Oh, look at that.
You got to get down.
Hey, I know how to get to it, but it just act like it just don't want to be bothered today.
Oh,
where is it?
Oh, I love this. This is where they go. Victor, it's your sports segment, so we're going to step all over it. But I love it. I love all of y'all because the second story is history takes a chunk out of Chrome. And if you know what I'm talking about, that's California. And then the third story, rooting for the comeback LA Kings. Are you guys, anybody rooting for them?
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. I hate to be by myself. Man, I hate to be by myself on this. So, let me go on and do this because you guys already heard everything about LeBron. Like I said, he says he's the number one target, so to speak. But somebody kind of trumped him and said, Rodriguez is the number one target, the easiest target. So we won't even get into that. I got to admit something, you guys. I picked the Spurs in 6. Do I look like I made a bad choice, Mario?
No, I don't. I don't think so.
You think I'm still safe?
Yeah, I think a lot of people still. This is going to be close, so I don't know.
Yeah,
remember, it's this year is right. It's 2-2, 1-1-1. But everybody understand what that means,
right?
The team with the best record gets to be home at the last game, and I guess the first.
Right.
So the first 2 games, right, were San Antonio.
Right.
Then the next 2, Miami. Then the next
one,
back and forth because the travel's better.
Right.
So so we're gonna see how this works.
Yeah.
I don't know, Vic. I told you I took Heat, but I can't give you a total logic. It's just because I think they got a little edge because they have a little more, just a teeny bit more talent. Just a little. But I can't argue. Everybody's saying the same thing, though. Isn't everybody saying, I take a choice, but I can't claim it?
Right. You don't want I told somebody, I said, if I had to, they always say you got the big 3, but LeBron's the big one. And he looked like nobody can even come close to stopping him.
That's what I was thinking.
He's the big one. Now, let me say this also at the same time. The Spurs got a conscious cramp. Now, LeBron James got a cramp in his legs. Game 1. They got a conscious cramp. You know why they got that? 4 missed free throws, and how many points did the Heat win by? I mean, when Tony Parker got the elbow, and they missed back to back 4 free throws in a row. When's the last time a Popovich team can actually demonstrate we missed 4 free throws in one game? That, to me, once they did that, I think, to me, was already done.
That's why it's actually a fluke. Because, still close game. It comes down to the minutia, right?
Right.
Every time it comes down to the minutia.
And I'm staying with my pick. I am still saying I think the Spurs will go ahead and wreak havoc. Because you're going still to the best team on the road in the NBA. But I have to admit, I don't think anybody expected the Spurs to turn over the ball as much as they did. It's a kind of a shock to me to see them turn over the ball. And I'm not sure if it's speed. I don't know what it is. All I know is that will be the thing they look back at and say, we all contributed to that.
Well, and in the first game, I think when it started with both teams just turning the ball over.
True.
So there's some I don't know what that is. I can't say nervousness because these are the most, and they've played each other. They've been here before. This is one of the most repetitive in terms of knowing each other.
Right.
Series ever.
True. That's true. And I think you're right, Mark. You don't have a horse in this race, but I don't think Miko has a horse in this race either. You're not really watching the NBA Finals, are you, Miko? You don't have a choice in this, do you?
Spurs.
Oh.
She made me miss the game.
Oh, that was cold. Is that true?
Because she had me helping her. Last night, I missed the game. Then she was talking about what we eating.
That's cold. Miko, is that true?
No, the game was watching him.
Oh, got you.
Miko did was trying to bug me to cook, though.
Yeah, I sure did. I always do. There's no fronting in that.
And then she did eat.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, she ate too much. But we're going to go on to the next one.
Yes, I did. I ate too much, but I'm feeling good today, and that's all that matters.
Whoever put the chips in the refrigerator that fell out, whoever booby trapped the refrigerator with a bowl of chips, got me this morning.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, because I opened up, I'm going wired chips in the refrigerator, and then why was the refrigerator door
why
booby
he complaining?
Because the
get
chips
the
fell
shit
out on
up?
the floor.
Yes, he did. Okay, so why we having a tangent?
Oh, wow, I like it. Okay.
See, that's what happened with women over. You got chips in the refrigerator.
No. There's a difference between having Miko over and getting your ass back versus having women over who, what I call, dark shadows. Neither of the two.
Well, who put the chips in the refrigerator?
I told you I did.
Why you put chips in the refrigerator?
Wait, why are we arguing?
Sports.
I told you I don't do that.
This is why you can't have women when you watch the sports, because you go to the refrigerator and
He's not
chips.
watching no sports, and the sport was on way before when chips got in the refrigerator.
I was ready to blame Vic. Now I know it's you.
No, Vic gave me the chips, so let it go on and follow.
Oh, look at it. She's throwing me under the bus.
I'm throwing both of y'all under the bus.
That's okay. That's good.
Kill.
I like
Just
bus.
kidding.
I like bus.
You look good.
Okay, I got to go to this one
You
because
do too.
you guys are wrong.
You know Mario had to get me back. He was not going to let me have it.
I know. This is kind of what they call the breaking of the ice on sports, right? Yeah.
Oh, did he just give attitude with his little dreads? Look at him. He think he all that.
He got that in the bag of chips. All right, going to go over to that
he
next.
He is cute, though, ladies, ain't he?
The favorite animal for Miko, we have to deal with horse racing.
Why do women like horses?
They like
I love them.
Why?
Muscle, power.
Yep.
Besides other things I like to watch. But yeah.
Horse.
Where you guys
Yeah, all that hair.
All right, let me stop.
They feel soft.
Stop. All right, let me go on over to this.
How you say it? Stop.
History takes a chunk out of California chrome.
Yes.
And the story on this is that most people, if you don't follow horse racing as much, and I don't.
I do.
That's why I appreciate what your contribution is to new sports. Mm-hmm. You saw the injury he had as a result of where they couldn't determine what happened to him. He had a little chunk taken out of his hoof, and he had to run the longest of the Triple Crown races, the Belmont, which is 1.5 miles. And when you make a bet, and you're making a bet on the horses, you have to be very careful because you have to know if it's grass, mud, dirt. It all changes the game. So wait, hold on. Let me just say this. If you didn't see the owner who went buck wild, you saw that.
Yeah,
so
we did. You saw it too. Yeah, we did. We saw him.
You saw him go buck wild.
I get it now. He made me go look it up.
Yes. And
I would have buck wild
I didn't get it at first.
I did too. I got it.
Well, apparently, when the horse came out the gate, they line him up on the gate. It was on turf, and since it was on turf, everybody put their bets in. Now he was hands down going to be the winner. We already know this thoroughbred right here rocks the racetrack all the time, hands down. Well, he got cut because he hit the side and it sliced him a little bit, and he kept running. The jockey didn't check. When they take off, that's it. Well, and it cost it.
And also, it was that the two horses that did the best, this was the only race that they ran.
Right. Yes.
See, I guess the Triple Crown means you got to win all three of the big events.
Right.
But everybody didn't even put their horses in all three events. So I guess the number 1 and 2 horses had not raced any of the other big events, and that's why he got mad. He said, you should have to race the other races too. And it's a good one now because, once again, I guess they changed the rules. Like, they changed the rules and everything. So that's why the owner, and from what I understand, this is the other thing, you guys, these are considered like blue-collar owners. Now, remember, they all rich as shit because
Right.
that's why they own horses.
Right.
These people are considered like the blue-collar owners, even though they rich.
Yep.
They're still rich.
Yep.
But this horse costs like, what, $10,000 or something? Something that's unheard of. It's like
Right.
so low. It's like the cheapest horse in like years.
Yes.
And that's
Because
why
the
they call it
Clydesdale
working.
run you on the low end 25,000, and that's just the baby of a Clydesdale.
Well, so that's why this is.
So,
but I
yes.
must admit, they didn't seem kind of worky. They look rich to me still. They're just not as rich as the other folks
Right.
who are millionaires.
Right.
And own horses.
Well, you know, Mario, racetracks are real huge when it comes to the money, and you know, it's like Vegas with the money, like the casinos. You know, a racetrack is just that huge. So when these horses win, it's a lot of money that's being forked out.
You know, I'm
A
getting
lot.
it because I must admit,
no joke.
maybe one day, Pack Stereo has to go to one of the. Because first of all, imagine Miko one of them
Go to
big
Santa
hats.
Anita.
No, Santa Anita shit.
We
Let's
go
go to
Santa
one of
Anita.
these.
We go to Kentucky
Let's
Derby. We go to Kentucky Derby.
Let's go and be the only.
Well, you know, they used to have it over here at the Hollywood racetrack. Actually, used to have these type of races come over here, but you know, since the clubhouse and the casino together, a lot of the casino there took a lot of the customers out of the racetrack, so they shut it down. That was the big argument because a lot
We
of
gotta
the folks were,
investigate the cost.
I'm telling you, it's,
We got to investigate.
well,
the
you know,
cost.
go on Fridays, $1 a day, you could, you know,
No.
triple your winnings.
But I mean, if we go to one of these, like the Kentucky Derby, I want to go someplace where we can get a picture of you in the big hat.
Oh, that's okay. So we'll sit in the
a mint
box.
julep.
We can sit
I
in
want a
the
mint
sit in the
julep.
clubhouse. You got to sit in the clubhouse.
Vic will have one of them white
VIP.
hats with the thing on too.
Yeah,
both y'all
what?
have on hats. See, you and Vic both have on hats.
Why we have to have on hats? What you gonna
Because
wear?
you got to dress. I can't get the hat. We have
No,
to.
you gonna if I have to wear it, you have to wear it.
pastels, like a soft pink shirt.
Okay, so those are primary colors. So anybody don't know.
Some white pants, some white slacks.
Oh, he trying to be pimp juice. Look at him going there like he a jockey. Ah, shuck it, duck it.
Now, you know what I don't understand, and I follow this with the race, though.
Right.
First of all, I always said, how come certain horses were not entered? They decided not to because it's a money and it's an
Right.
investment thing. So there is no requirement that once you enter the Kentucky Derby, horses that all of them have to race all three. There are no more.
That's
new
what he
entrants.
wants.
You know what?
Part of that it's not part of how it's set.
I don't know about that part. I'll have to go investigate that and look at that myself because I have not heard of that since I've been into horses and looking at the racetracks and actually attending the racetracks as far as bidding as a bidder. Now, my thing is, I thought he was frustrated and upset because his horse raced all three, that it was up against the pedigree of horses that are winners had to go against winners. So best against the best. But when you don't have that, if I was the owner, I would be upset.
See, you're right. See, what in the past, you guys, it used to be a matter of honor. It used to be, since all of this is honor and all this ego stuff, male ego stuff, macho man stuff. So they would definitely race in every race. Because they wanted, in other words, it would be, you're a rich owner, I'm a rich owner. I wanted to beat your butt in every race.
Yeah, but you got to own it. My thing is,
Right.
if my horse is at a level 5 on a racetrack like that, and I'm racing in the pedigree department for my horse type, I don't want just anybody to feel like they could just come up against my horse. You got to work your way up there because that's a different type of money.
No, but the specific was whether or not you had raced in the other two races.
So there is requirements.
No, there weren't. In the I don't know if there. Well, first
If he's
of all, wait.
bitching, there had to be some
No.
type of requirement.
I don't know if it was ever a requirement. Part of my understanding is that it was like honor. It was
Right.
like, it was more like an honor thing. Like, in other words, if you're the ranch, we knew each other. Every year we'd be looking at each other. I'm going to beat you this year, Hank. I'm going
Right.
to get you, Leo. And then, so every year we would race each other in every race leading up to trying. And now, different groups who don't care about any of that, they just put their horses in for this last race.
I don't like that
and
myself.
they won. That's who won, Miko. The
I don't
top,
like that myself.
The 1 and 2 horse that won didn't race at any of the other races. And he said, my horse raced at all races and is still racing and almost on the bad foot, which we show here.
Yeah, that's bad.
He said, so my horse, if I only raced my horse in the last race, I would be like that too.
Yeah.
So that's what the whole honor thing was. But I don't know if it was ever a requirement. I just know
that's what I said. I don't either.
In the old days, they didn't try to be all crafty and strategic like special horse for special race. My ranch wanted to beat your ranch.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Right.
So we wanted to beat you
owner.
every time. Every single time I wanted. Because I wanted to sit up and have a cigar with you and talk shit.
Right.
And I look forward to that every year. That's what
I would too. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's another condition that goes along with it. Anytime it's like any other athlete.
Okay, wait a minute. PMC said it was being reported today. He apologized for the negative comment.
No, that's because he went on a rant. And when he went on a rant,
use cuss words.
No, he didn't. What he did, he apologized because he's the guy that's disconnected because he's looking for fair play.
Right.
Number two, and this is true.
wait. Did
you hear him say looking for fair play?
He's disconnected.
No, I ain't disconnect. This my horse. This my money. Disconnect.
That's why Vic. That was so poignant. Vic, what Vic's saying is he ain't gonna get no fair play.
No.
Why is he looking for it?
No, you can't get
He's
it.
He's disconnected.
And the hard part about this, if Miko runs a series of races this year, and I know horses are different.
So
than
then it is my choice.
If you run 10 races, you're exhausted because you had to run all those races. When a horse comes in and they didn't have to run as many races, there's a fatigue that goes on that goes with anyone who runs an accumulation of races compared to somebody coming in and fresh.
It sounds like the condition is as is.
It's the part that gets them is that's what I recognized when I saw the races in the past. I said, here's a horse or two coming in. I said, they weren't in the previous race. Within the Kentucky Derby, they're being entered because of the culture of the horse racing community.
And the stats of the horse.
He reminds me of the old cats back complaining about basketball in the George Mikan days. He reminds me of the guy that sit back saying, this is how it used to be back in the day, and back in the day is not working today. So fairness is out the door. But I love that you guys hit it. Y'all hit it way ahead of me. I didn't have to say anything. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Hey, and one other thing, you guys.
So we're going to have to go. So
think how much fanfare and time and dress up for that little short space and time. It's amazing, Vic. I always wonder, what do they do the whole day?
Right.
They line up, everybody gets in position, and then you have it's like teenage sex.
Right.
A lot of build up, and it's over in 60 seconds.
Right.
Okay. All right. So what do? It's like the race is done. We're all dressed, ready to run the race. It's over. And what does everybody do? Right. Stand around and when they look at each other?
No. They go to the playhouse, and after the playhouse, they go home.
Okay, because next time we got to go, because we got to get ready when we go.
The playhouse is VP. That's where they all sit and talk mess and eat, and then they go home. No, they go to another race.
And here's the other part. There's no guarantee with these horses because when you run a mile and 3/16 or a mile and a quarter, a horse running a mile and a half, that's not the same. So it's not a guarantee that California Chrome would have won because you're running on a different type of grass or turf, and it's longer. That's where they always trip up the Triple Crown threats. They all think they're going to come there, and that's the longest race out of the big three. So it's not a guarantee, but I agree that he would have been favored. All right. This is going to be the shortest subject because I think I'm the only one.
Can I say something? PMC in L.A. is called the Playhouse. Any other place, it is called the Clubhouse. Let's get that correct.
You know what? There you go, checking somebody.
Okay, you've been out there in the Playhouse.
Right.
Yes, I have.
Somebody.
With the horses again, damn it. I told you about that shit.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. All right.
Playing with them horses.
LA Kings, I guess I'm going to be the one talking about this because I think nobody's really following it in this studio as much as I am. So I'm going to leave it up to me to cheer for the LA Kings because they're making history.
I'm cheering for them with you, Vic. Go Kings. Go Kings.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't be wearing no jerseys. I don't want to see any of you guys wearing jerseys. If somebody gives you some jerseys free, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Crowd, that's the chat room. That's the chat room for the Kings.
I've had people tell me, I have had people in the chat room of our video upload say, do you talk about hockey? Now you guys know why.
Yeah, we do talk about it.
Yeah, you talk.
We talk about it right now.
Hey,
this is wrong. This is so wrong.
I couldn't play that sport.
Where are you from? Who asking that?
But ask Miko this. Miko,
why you gotta ask me?
Oh my God! It's a compliment. It's a compliment. Jeez, triggers. You got triggers.
Girl, what's wrong with you?
Isn't it true? The other day when you was watching it, you were getting excited when they were flowing over the ice and slamming on the walls.
Yeah, thank you, Mario. I was getting excited because I was trying to sit on something.
Hockey
What?
stick.
You getting
I was
excited?
Yeah, I was excited looking at all the sticks. So
Looking at all the
Breathless.
sticks. Okay, you know what?
You
All
should
that-
ask.
This is it. Go Kings.
go eHarmony.
Tricky
You're
Vic's
making
got sticks.
you're making history. Overtime, every game.
Was you excited
is
yesterday
off
when you was
the
watching all
chain.
the
I'm
hockey
not-
players?
Don't be talking about it. You
Oh,
don't want
you
to talk
got
now.
triggers.
Yeah, that's it's okay.
Triggers. Oh my
King.
True
God.
hockey fan right now. Love what
He just became a hockey fan. Cut it out. Knock it off.
It's going to be
Thank
a
you,
blast.
Mario. Shatter the glass, baby.
Man,
I think it's
Disrespect.
too bad that the Kings go through all this. And
They're not gonna get it.
It's their second time.
They're
They
not gonna
did
get it.
Mm.
Crazy.
yeah, but you know what?
They're not gonna
This
get
is-
it.
This
I'm
is
trying to
sunshine.
watch it. I'm
They're
trying
not
to
gonna
watch
get
This
it.
is LA sunshine, and
Nope.
we're not known for hockey.
Y'all have funny accents. Trying to get it. Hey,
Kopitar,
hey,
Justin, Carter, you guys do your thing. And if you just and quick,
Nope,
be
nope,
quicker.
nope,
Just be quicker.
nope.
Okay. All right. See, you want to step on my segment.
I
That's
didn't
all right.
step on it.
I
I'm just
got
saying
you.
true
I
fact. No,
got
they
you.
got beat down yesterday.
Who got beat down?
They got beat down.
The
with
Kings
like-
have not gotten beat down.
They
Who got
did. They
beat?
got they behind kids.
They
I
won.
didn't say they
They
didn't
won.
win. I'm
They
talking
won
about why they were.
overtime.
No, I watched it to see them fight.
They didn't fight.
Yes, they were.
No.
Remember the
comes
dude
the
had
fight. Here comes
came
the
down
fight.
on the other dude, and he kind of.
Oh,
But anywho.
button heads, heads and butt. Button heads. Victor Allen, New Sports, with special commentary today from Miko Williams, the sportstress.
That's right.
Sportstress. Inventing words all the time here. That's right. Thank you, chat room. PMC says the Penguins. Max up there in Seattle. And we're here.
Y'all
and our
get-
rope is open.
And Penguins just fired their coach because you guys starting all over again. It's jacked up.
What happened? Penguins. Who names these teams?